Hey, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning into our Faith Fueled Devotionals here. And we're looking at the very last verse in James chapter 1. We have come to the end of the chapter. But don't worry, there's more to come in the following chapters, and we'll get to those. Last time we talked about the importance of evaluating self. It is a big step of maturity to be able to look at yourself and evaluate how you are doing spiritually. James says one of the things you need to look out for is, do you have a bridled mouth? And the second one that we're going to be focusing on today in verse number 27 is, do you have a benevolent mind? Verse 27, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their afflictions, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Do you want to know how to have pure religion that is undefiled? You need to be compassionate and you need to be clean. Pure religion means without mixture. As I sit here and I have my 8th cup of coffee for the day, I don't know about you, but real Christians have their coffee pure, undefiled. No, not decaf. I mean regular coffee. No creamer, no sugar, no milk. Pure, black, regular coffee. Now, if you're one of those sad souls out there that drinks decaf or puts creamer like hazelnut or French vanilla, I don't know why you want anything French in your life. French fries, yes. French vanilla, no. Sugar, you comment down below. If you know somebody that does that to their coffee, write their name down below and I will put them on my prayer list and make sure we can get them right. Because real coffee is pure coffee without mixture, no additives. And that's what we're talking about here. That's what James is talking about. He's talking about pure religion, true walking with God relationship is pure, all right? It has nothing added in. If you want to know what it's like, you got to be compassionate and you got to be clean. When it says compassionate, it brings out two groups of people, fatherless and widows. People who are orphaned and people who have lost their husband are the people that we need to be compassionate to. Now, if you do a study in the Bible on widows and orphans, you'll see that it goes all the way back to the Old Testament. And even all the way into the New Testament in Timothy and Titus, talking about the importance in the church and the importance back in the land of Israel of taking care of fatherless people, fatherless children, and widows, people who have lost their husbands. Do you know some of the people who need the greatest love in their life are people who are widows and people who are orphans? And the greatest thing we can do is love them in their times of tribulation. I don't know if you've ever known a widow before. I don't know if you've ever known an orphan or had a close encounter with them. But it's very important for the church and the people of God to love them. That is true religion. Why them? What's so important about an orphan and what's so important about a widow? Well, in the Bible, God has set up the structure in the family as very important. Father, mother, children. Husband, wife, children. And when the father or the husband has been removed from the family, the impact that it takes on the wife and the children can be detrimental. I don't think we got to look very hard to see that our society is suffering from single parent family issues. And there is a great problem when the father and the husband is taken from the home, whether that's willingly or by accident, taken from the home. There is a great disadvantage that home has in not having a father. You can look at society today. Not having a father in the home affects the children, and the children are more likely to struggle in different areas, as so is the wife carrying the burden by herself. It is not meant for families to be single parent. It is meant for a reason that families have two parents, and it's meant that the wife has a husband and a husband has a wife. And when you take out male leadership in the home, those people need help. Same thing, and don't get me wrong, if the mother's taken out, believe me, that needs help as well, but it's different. The father is the representative of God in the home, and fathers need to be there. And you want to know somebody that you can help? You want to know somebody that you can pour your life into? You want to know somebody that God's going to bless if you take care of? Fathers, fatherless children, and widows. There's no greater person to look after. You need to find these people in your life and love them. And if you mess with these people, if you mess with orphans or widows, there is a punishment upon your head, even all the way back in the times of Moses, in Deuteronomy, and Leviticus. Boom. That scripture is there. Be compassionate. Love the people who are needy. That's true religion. And not only that, keeping yourself clean, as it says here, to keep himself unspotted, pure from the world. And can I just remind you, the world is out there wanting to spot you up, to dirty you in every way it can. It wants to pollute your mind, pollute your words, and pollute your actions if you let them. And just let me say, it only takes one spot to be dirty. If I was to take this coffee and I was just to pour one spot on my jeans, all it takes is one spot and I'm spotted. And all the world wants to do is get one problem in your life, one sin in your life, one bad word, one bad blot, and it wants to spot you up. James 4:4 reminds us of this, where it says, Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship with the world is enmity against God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God. Stay away from the world. It wants to corrupt you. It wants to put its philosophies in you. It wants you to have the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. As 1 John tells us, we need to keep ourselves clean and we need to keep ourselves compassionate. That is true maturity. Is there somebody out there that you need to love? Is there somebody out there that you need to take care of? And what can you do to keep yourself unspotted? Be pure. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.